I have a back signal what I going right now. But like I said, yesterday we going to the church. My wife and my kids yesterday, and everything is. Yeah, like I said, I'm feel so I'm feel so happy because God is good all the time. He's good. He's very very good. And me and my family went to the church yesterday. It was amazing time. Pastor talking about a lot of things yesterday. A good thing for the family, for the couples. And that's how it's supposed to be. We had to give some time to our God too. Because He give us a lot of time. To enjoy, time to work, time to to have fun, time to exercise, and all this time to be spending with the family. And sometimes we don't have no time for Him. And for me, it's like very important thing. Like I've been Christian since I was 14 years old. I've been Christian. Christian believer. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in His miracles. And that's why we're waiting right now for a miracle. We're waiting for a miracle. Hopefully everything is changed for a good. And since the miracle happened, we're working hard all the time, no matter what. Like we've been working hard every single day. Why? Because that's the way that we can. That's the only way that we can we can be successful, especially right now that everything is so expensive, especially over here in California. Prices is going like super crazy. I don't know how people survive over here. Pretty much, if you live over here in California, you have to live wealthy. You have to have 2 or 3 jobs sometimes. If you don't have 2 or 3 jobs, you're not gonna make it for sure. Especially you pay babysitter and all that stuff. You have to pay somebody else to raise your child, to grow up the child. And that's how it is. The life over here in the United States, everybody thinks that it's easy. No, life over here in the United States is not easy. You sacrifice a lot of stuff. You sacrifice some time. Not spend time with your family, with your wife. Why? Because you've been working and working and working and working and working and working, pretty much. I have 4 kids, and the only thing that I can make it because our jobs, the pay of one job is not gonna be enough to cover the whole things, to cover the bill, the monthly payment of your rent, because the rent over here in the in California is super crazy. So you have to have an extra job. And some people, some people don't like to. Some people they don't like to see you when you get in a position that you depend on your own self. People sometimes are crazy. People sometimes are crazy, and I don't know. I saw a lot of people they don't want you to grow up. They always see something wrong when you have some decision. They always see something wrong when they have some decision. But I can guarantee you that that's not how it goes. We have to do a lot of stuff. We have to do a lot of stuff. But I feel so happy. I feel so blessed. Why? Because God give me the strength, give me the power to be able to wake up every single day in the morning. And that's why I got this YouTube channel. Why, you know what I got this YouTube channel? Because I want to grow up. I want to show to the people how is my process in the life, I want to show to everybody else that we can do it, we are not slow, we're not dumb, we can grow up in any single aspect of our life. You can be you can be a good father, you can be a good husband, you can be a good person. There's everything is based how you want to be. Don't be like just don't be like somebody, don't be good because somebody want you to be good. And that's the main thing, you have to be good no matter what. No matter if some people want it, some people don't want it, but you have to be good, you have to be successful. There's no choice. We don't have another choice. We cannot look back on our past and say, oh no, you know what? Yeah, I just gonna live my life chilling. No, that's not how it works. I remember when I had the decision to go back to the gym. I've been overweight for 4 years. Overweight. Even I had some couple of problems on my healthiness. Because the cholesterol and all that stuff. And I told inside on me because everywhere I go, I just eating like crazy. It's crazy. Normal. And I don't wanna hear sorry, but that's the truth. Mexican people eating a lot of bad stuff. A lot of tortillas, a lot of pan, a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of sugar, a lot of everything. And when I was, before I get married, I'm not gonna blame on my wife because that's my fault. My fault is because I have the power to say no to everything. I had the power to say no to the bread, not to the tortilla, not to all that, bad food, not to the hamburger, not to all that, junk food, And I started eating like crazy over here, eating like crazy, super crazy, mega crazy. And I started getting weight and getting weight and getting weight. And that year, I don't go to the gym at all. 4 years in a row. 5 years in a row almost without going to the gym. I feel so nasty, man. Cause I never have a belly. I never have a belly before. I always have my six pack and all that stuff. Everybody say, like, oh yeah, when you get married, you eating a lot and you keep forgetting about yourself. And I saw my pictures and I feel like, what the hell is going on with my life, What the hell is going on? Well, things happen. But right now, I've been to I've been to the doctors couple times. Everything is good, but the only thing that I have a back, a little higher is my cholesterol, and I'm assuming that's because I don't work out. In that time I don't work out, and like I start worrying about myself. Like what the hell, what's going on? I've always been like those type of person. There's a many person. You're gonna see a lot of people like this. Like you're gonna see a lot of people like this. Yeah, everybody wanna be skinny, but nobody wanna pay the price. And what is the price to be skinny, to be in shape? The price is high. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard to say, I'm not gonna eat tortilla no more. It's hard to say, oh no, I'm not gonna eat no bread no more. I don't wanna eat I'm not gonna eat no sweet bread, no sugar, no this, no that. I'm gonna be eating just salad, chicken, and meat. It's hard. Not many people is willing to do that. Nobody wanna pay. Nobody wanna pay the price. And I don't wanna make this thing on general, because there is people, they have the gut to say, I'm not gonna eat that thing. I know that thing is bad for me, and I'm not gonna eat it. And there are a lot of people out there, that they keep pushing you, like, hey, try. Oh, try this, eat that. Like, hell no, man. Don't force me, don't push me. If I don't want to eat, just alright, And there is a lot of people like that, Why? I don't know. Maybe it's like they are like that since for a long time. But we have to have the mental power to say no to the bad stuff, I'm not gonna say don't eat and don't never eat, like, like, oh, don't never eat a hamburger. Obviously, if you have balance, if you have balance in your exercise, if you have, like, you work out every single day, and the weekend, you can eat some hamburger or whatever, but not too much, not too many. But yeah, but everything is kind of a balance, But you're gonna be fell, and you're gonna start eating and buying hamburger every single fucking day. You're gonna be fat. And that's gonna be hard to lose those calories. Why? Because you don't have balance on your exercise. You don't have balance on your life. You don't have balance on your food. I know food is good, but at the same time they can kill you. Food can kill people. Food can kill people. How? Food that can kill people about obesity, obese. There's a lot of obese people over here in California. Not only in California, everywhere. In the whole United States, I think it's the #1 country of the obese people. Hamburgers, bad food, tortillas, bread, and all that shit, And that is not other people's fault. It's our own fault because we decide to eat that thing. We decide to eat it. But I think it's the time now that we can start changing our lifestyle. Don't drink no alcohol. If you're drinking, just drink it one a month, and that's it. If you don't be into the alcohol that much, don't drink it at all, because that's not good. That kills the alcohol kills your alcohol kills your body. I feel so good. I feel so happy. Yes, I drink sometimes. Special occasions. I don't drink every day. I don't drink alcohol every day. I think, like I said, just in a special occasion like my girl's birthday party, my daughter's, my wife, sometime, and because I know it is bad for me. I know alcohol is bad. We have to stop. We have to stop with our nasty ass lifestyle, eating bad. Some people say, okay, no, I don't care. I'm gonna die happy. Do you think dying fat, even in a dying skin, like we're all gonna die one day? But I prefer to die on shape, to be dying on fat, to be dying obese. I prefer to die in good shape. Why? Because I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna look good until I die. Not like other people, they look like, even the clothes, they look so ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm sorry to be honest, but it's the truth. And the truth is the truth. We can know. And I know a couple haters are gonna come over here and they're gonna say something. Oh no, everything is about the heart. Everything is about the heart. Yes, everything is started from the heart. But you have to take care. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of our own self. Because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is gonna do it. Simple as that. Muy simple. Muy simple. Si nosotros no cuidamos nuestro cuerpo, nadie más lo va a hacer por usted. Y si se enoja, pues lo siento mucho. Si se quiere enojar, you get mad, because I'm just saying the truth, because many people like to be fat, and that's not good. We have to avoid, we have to reject, those things, or those things of our mind, We have to set it up our mind to be able to say, okay, you know what, if I want to be successful, I want to be in a good shape. Why? Because success is not only be success on our companies, like me, I have a company, and the company that I have, and like I take care of them, yes, only in the afternoon, because that's kind of part time for me. But like you have a big company,